Do the pavement dwellers have any legal rights? Olga Tellis versus Bombay Municipal Corporation 1985 is a landmark judgment by the Supreme Court of India which recognizes the rights of the pavement dwellers. The case was filed against the eviction of the pavement dwellers and the residents of the slums by the Bombay Municipal Corporation under the Bombay Municipal Corporation Act 1888. This case is a landmark case because it established the right to livelihood as an integral part of right to life and personal liberty enshrined in Article 21 of the Constitution. This case is also popularly known as the pavement dwellers case. In this case, the 5-judge bench of the Supreme Court decided that life enshrined in Article 21 of the Constitution also includes the right to livelihood. This case broadened the horizon of the fundamental rights. The court said that no person can live without adequate livelihood, and therefore the right to livelihood is also a fundamental right and is integral to right to life. When this case came up to Supreme Court for hearing, the Supreme Court constituted a constitutional bench comprising 5 judges. These 5 judges were Chief Justice Y.V. Chandrachud, Justice A. Vardharajan, Justice O.C. Reddy, Justice S.M. Fazal Ali, and Justice V.D. Tulsapurkar. Facts of the case. On 13th of July 1981, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri A.R. Anutulai, made an announcement which was given wide publicity in the newspapers, in which he declared that all the pavement dwellers and the residents of the slums will be evicted forcefully from the city of Bombay, and they will be either deported to their places of origin or to some place outside Bombay. The Chief Minister also ordered the Commissioner of Police to give assistance to the Bombay Municipal Corporation to carry out eviction, demolition and deportation of the pavement dwellers and the residents of the slum. The apparent justification that the Chief Minister gave for his actions was very ironic. He said that these people are living in very inhuman conditions and are exposed to all the elements of nature. The structures are flimsy, and during the monsoon they become very deplorable. The people live a very uncomfortable life. Hence, the demolition of the pavement dwellers' dwellings and the slums would give them a chance to restructure their life and live better. A number of petitions were filed in the Bombay High Court in retaliation to this order to restrain the government of Maharashtra and the officials of the BMC to carry out the orders of the Chief Minister. The Bombay High Court granted a temporary injunction which was to be in force till 21st of July 1981. On this day, the respondents agreed that they would not demolish the structures till October 15th, 1981. However, on 23rd of July 1981, the pavement dwellers were huddled by the BMC officials, put in a bus and deported to their places of origin outside Bombay. Actions of the respondents was challenged by the petitioners on the ground that it violated Article 19 and Article 21 of the Constitution. The petitioners also contended that Section 312, Section 313 and Section 314 of the Bombay Municipal Corporations Act 1888 violated the fundamental rights enshrined in Article 14, Article 19 and Article 21 of the Constitution. The matter came up in Supreme Court via a writ petition. Issues and facts of law. Now we come to the issues and facts of law that were established. 3 issues of law were established. Issue number 1, whether the eviction of the pavement dwellers and the residents of the slum violated their right to livelihood under Article 21 of the Constitution. Issue number 2, whether the actions of the BMC and the Maharashtra government against the residents of the slums and the pavement dwellers had violated their rights under Article 19 and Article 21 of the Constitution. Issue number 3, whether the provisions of the Bombay Municipal Corporations Act 1888, which mentions the procedures for the eviction of the dwellers of the pavement and the residents of the slums without prior notice unreasonable and irrational. Now, the judgment. The Supreme Court took a humanistic view of the facts. The Supreme Court contended that if the dwellers of the pavement and the residents of the slums are removed from their place, then they should be given an alternate place to live. Eviction orders were held to be valid. The pavement dwellers were using the pavements for unauthorized purposes, even though their action was involuntary. It was held that reasonable force can be used for their eviction, although they should be given a chance first to evict by themselves without the use of force. The court also held that the slums which are there for more than 20 years should not be removed unless the land is to be used for public purposes, and if they are removed, an alternate place of residence should be provided to them. The court also held that no person has the right to encroach upon such places which are reserved for public purposes. The court also held that Section 314 of the Bombay Municipal Corporations Act 1888 is not irrational or unconstitutional under the given facts of the case. Section 314 of the Bombay Municipal Corporations Act 1888 gives the power to the municipal commissioner to remove the encroachment with or without giving prior notice. It is an enabling provision and not compulsive in nature. The court also held that Section 312 subsection 1, Section 313 subsection 1a and Section 314, which gives the municipal commissioner arbitrary power to remove encroachment from public places, cannot be arbitrary, irrational and unconstitutional. If possible, resettlement should be done. The guiding principle behind this judgment was number 1, Article 39A, which states that the state must make policies in such a way that its citizens, both men and women, have the right to livelihood. Number 2, Article 41 of the Constitution, which states that the state should guarantee the right to work to all its citizens who are unemployed and are in dire economic conditions. Mrs. Olga Tellis was a no-nonsense journalist whom the politicians and the bureaucrats took at their own peril. She was a hard-to-nail scribe who could ferret out the truth at any cost. She was a legend of our times who took the cause of the poor with a missionary zeal. Hi, I am Vishwajit and you are watching Landmark Cases.